Worried about the pre-trip inspection test? We've got you covered. Let's get started with the air brake questions. Now, a lot of the students, they feel especially nervous about the air brake questions. They feel like they're particularly difficult to remember. There is a lot more to memorize and there is a lot more to say. But I don't find that to be true because, in my opinion, these are the ones that make the most sense. Once you understand why you do what you do, it's a lot easier to remember and it's a lot easier to follow the logic behind why you're doing what you're doing. So in this series, I'm going to try my best to explain why we do what we do and why it is expected to do these tests the way they're done so that it might be easier to remember. Okay? The first question that we're doing, it's called Audible Air Leak. Now, Audible Air Leak is the minor defect, and the major defect for this question, which is the only question in the air brake series that is a two-part question, is air loss rate exceeds prescribed limit. Now, let's say you're a truck driver. You're driving on the road and all of a sudden you hear some sort of a leak around your truck. Is your truck out of service, or can you continue driving until you get it fixed? We don't know. How do we know? That's where air loss rate exceeds prescribed limit comes in. So the fact that you have an audible air leak doesn't dictate whether your truck is out of service or not. We perform the air loss rate exceeds prescribed limit, and then we know whether it's a major defect or not. So without further ado, let's get started with the test. So all of the air brake questions, we start them the same way, whether it's for ministry or we're a driver and we want to test our air brake system. First, we make sure that all our wheels are chalked. That's very important because we don't want our truck to roll once we release the brakes, right? So the wheels are chalked. Our parking brakes are already applied and the truck is in a secure position, and our transmission is in neutral. So these are the starting points of every air brake question. On the road test, you make sure that you start all of the air brake questions the same way too. You mention to the examiner that my wheels are chalked, my gear is in neutral, and parking brakes are applied, and the truck is secure. Let's get started with the test. First, we get the ignition into the on position and we check how much pressure we have. So our pressure is well above the 100. We're going to start the truck, and if at this stage the pressure was below 100, what we do is we build up the pressure. We make sure that it's above 100. Well, first of all, it needs to be in operating range, but why we say 100? Because when we release the brakes, we don't want the pressure to drop below 80. And when it's above 100, when we feel ready, we are going to release both tractor and trailer parking brake for this test. Now you're going to hear an alarm. It's because the door is open and I'm releasing the parking brakes and the truck is telling me to watch out. But why do we release both the tractor and the trailer parking brake? That's very important to understand. We release both of them because we care whether the leak, doesn't matter whether the leak is in the tractor portion or the trailer portion. We care about that. It doesn't matter where the leak is. As long as we have a leak, it's an audible air leak and it needs to be checked. Okay, so that is the reason that we're releasing both in this test. We need to check the leak in the whole, both units that we have. Once we release it, the next step is to check the air pressures again, because when we release it, the pressure is going to drop. You're supplying the air into the system and you're going to have a drop in the pressure. So we make sure that the pressure is still well above 100. Once we make sure of that, we're going to turn off the truck and turn the ignition back on, because we need to make sure that we can see the gauges, right? At this stage, we are going to test our truck and trailer for any leaks. So we're going to step on the service pedal. So we already have air in our supply lines, and now we have air in our service line. So there's air in the whole system. We are going to listen for any air leak. So we're going to take a second in the quiet when the engine is off to listen for any air leak. Fantastic. We don't have any leak. Now, in the test, we're going to assume that, okay, we might have a small leak. Although we confirm with the examiner that we don't have any leaks, we move on to air loss rate exceeds prescribed limits. So how do we do that? So the air loss rate exceeds prescribed limits. How much leak is too much leak? That is the question. For a single unit truck, let's say the tractor only, we are not allowed to have more than 3 psi of loss per minute. In 1 minute, not more than 3 psi. When we have 2 units, a tractor and a trailer, we are not allowed to have more than 4 psi of leak in 1 minute. So while we still keep our foot on the pedal to not lose any pressure, we are going to start timing, watch the gauges to make sure that we're not losing any pressure, and keep listening for any air leaks. So I'm going to start the timer. I am watching the gauges, making sure that I'm not losing any air pressure, and I'm listening for any air leaks. Now, let's assume that 1 minute is passed. I'm going to pause. I am going to confirm with the examiner that in 1 minute I did not lose any pressure, or if we did lose any pressure, which you shouldn't on the road test, we mentioned that it is how much air pressure we're losing, and hopefully it's under 4 psi, and that the truck is secure. We're going to apply the parking brakes. Every test that you do, you start it in a secure position and you end the test in a secure position. So secure, it means that the parking brakes are applied. So don't forget to apply the parking brakes after you are done with the test, and then you are completely done with the test. And at this stage or in the beginning, we start reading the defects to the examiner. So we're done with the explanation. It was a long one. Let's move on to how we do it on the road test, so that it's the concise way, and we get an idea on how to do it on the road test. Now, we're on the road test, and the examiner is asking, describe and demonstrate audible air leak. What do we do as an applicant? First of all, we read the defects. Describe and demonstrate audible air leak. So audible air leak is a minor defect. When we have a minor defect, we write it in the inspection book, report to the operator, and we are allowed to drive the vehicle. Air loss rate exceeds prescribed limit is a major defect. When we have a major defect, we write it in the inspection book, report it to the operator, and we are not allowed to drive the vehicle. Parking brakes are applied, wheels are chalked, gear is in neutral, and the vehicle is secure. The pressure is at 120, it's more than 100. Okay. Wait until air is filled up. The pressure is 110. We're going to Shut off the engine. Turn on the ignition. I'm going to press the pedal and listen for any air leak. I hear no audible air leak. I'm going to check for air loss rate. In 1 minute, I should lose less than 4 psi. Okay, let's assume that the examiner cuts you off at this stage and the 1 minute is passed. There was no air loss in the system. I could hear no air leaks. The vehicle is secure.